Which former Sooner will come out on top? Find out next on EA Sports.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. First carry for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That one
good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Oh, what a move. Room here to run. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go. Now boom, baby.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route. Settles on his receiver running the drag left to right. And they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Moore now on the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go! Let's go! We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go!
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's a give to Barkley. A nice little juke. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. A handoff to Barkley. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass.
Can't do that.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass.
So, retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Adjustments being made in the locker.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Moore now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get... A first down carry for Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Get ready.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Murray now on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Wake, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Murray. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Browns 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. Took that in one-handed. What a grab. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man right side is Shark.
When the hitch routers run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw it, Murray. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Able to connect with Chark. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Here's Baker. 23 yards on the play. That swung out wide to Harris. He juked him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. This complete to Henry over the middle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mayfield. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris.
You thought you had it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One last shot from Mayfield here. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a